Have you ever had a moment where clarity cut through the noise like a blade? A moment where you saw things as they truly are, not clouded by emotion or self doubt, but with sharp, undeniable truth? That's the power of intelligence, not just book smarts, but the deep, intuitive knowing that comes from experience, discernment, and trusting yourself. Stick around to learn how to redefine leadership on your terms. Welcome back to Journey to Self. We've been exploring what it means to become visible in your second spring, reclaiming confidence, rewriting your story, setting boundaries, and releasing the fear of judgment. And now we take the next step because once you stop playing small, once you own your worth, once you reclaim your voice, what do you do with that power? How do you use your influence in a way that feels authentic, impactful, and true to you? And most importantly, how do you allow yourself to take up space without apology? For many of us, leadership and influence weren't something we were encouraged to claim. Maybe you grew up in a household where women didn't lead, they followed. Maybe you were taught to be supportive, but never the one calling the shots. Maybe you've held back because you feared being too much, too bold, too outspoken. But here's what I need you to know. You are already a leader. Your life experience makes you a force of wisdom and guidance. And stepping into that power is your birthright. Let's explore what leadership looks like for you, starting with today's intuitive moment. Today, we're calling in the energy of the Queen of Swords from my Light Seers Tarot deck. The Queen of Swords represents the sovereignty of wisdom, boundaries, and clear communication. She asks, are you ready to see yourself as you truly are? No more hiding, no more minimizing, just the brilliance of your unfiltered truth. Let's dive into this episode and explore what it means to step into your power with intelligence and clarity. In our soul dive, we're going to redefine leadership in your second spring. For many of us, the idea of leadership feels uncomfortable because growing up, we were taught that leadership looked a certain way. It was about being the loudest, the most dominant, the one calling the shots. It was about being in charge in a way that didn't feel natural to us. It often felt like something meant for other people, but not for us. So we learned to stay in the background, to support, to assist, to follow. But here's the truth. Leadership isn't about control. It's about influence. You lead every day, whether you realize it or not. And in your second spring, it's time to step into that power on your terms. Let's redefine what leadership looks like. For a long time, I did not see myself as a leader. I was the one people came to for advice, the one who listened, encouraged, and supported others. But I wasn't the one taking center stage. Until one day someone said to me, you do realize people are watching you, right? That you're leading by example, whether you mean to or not. And that changed everything. Because leadership isn't about a title. It's not about standing on a stage. It's about how you show up. It's about how you inspire others just by being who you are. Once I embraced that, I stopped holding back. I stopped thinking I needed to be someone else to own my influence. And now I step into leadership with confidence, not because I have all the answers, but because I know that my voice, my presence, and my truth matters. And so do yours. For our inner reflection, I want you to sit with this for a moment. Where in your life are you already leading without even realizing it? What are people constantly asking for your advice or guidance on? What would it look like to Own your leadership role instead of downplaying it. Just let those questions settle in your heart. Our whispers of wisdom today comes from Marianne Williamson. Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that the other people won't feel insecure around you. Rewind that and replay it. Let that sink in. You are allowed to take up space. You are allowed to lead. You are allowed to be seen, heard, and recognized for the impact you make. Because whether you realize it or not, you are already influencing those around you. The only question is, are you ready to embrace it? This week for your empowerment action, I want you to take one step toward owning your leadership and influence. Option 1, acknowledge where you are already a leader. Write it down. Own it. Option 2, speak up in a situation where you'd normally hold back. And option 3, share your wisdom with someone without second guessing if you're qualified. If today's conversation sparked something in you, if you're ready to sharpen your clarity, reclaim your voice, and step into your power, I invite you to join my community, Journey to Self, the Awakening. Inside, we explore transformational healing, self-discovery, and the tools to break free from old narratives. The link is in the show notes, so let's walk this path together. In closing, leadership isn't about titles or permission. It's about how you choose to show up. And in your second spring, you get to lead in a way that feels true to you. Next week, we're talking about visibility in relationships, how to stop shrinking and start showing up fully in friendships, family dynamics, and romantic partnerships. If this episode spoke to you, share it with a friend who needs this message. And until next time, be true to you.